So let's welcome, with 3 minutes on the clock, our first presenter, Carl from Tictail. Carl, you have the floor.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me here. And in the vein of simplicity, I'll try to keep this presentation quite simple and to the point. But before talking about Tictail, I want to introduce this guy right here. His name is Idon, and he's one of the founders of this really cool interior design store in Sweden called bldg. Now, of course, bldg run their business on Tictail. We're an online marketplace that brings together the world's best designers in fashion, home decor, and art. In fact, you mentioned earlier in the show today, Jason, that the world is becoming a smaller place with entrepreneurs coming in from all over the world. Well, we bring them all into one single destination. And today on our site, you'll find brands from more than 140 countries selling more than 4 million unique products that you can't find anywhere else. But what's cooler is that while our platform has become pretty big over the years that we've been around, it always stays completely personalized and tailored to you. As you browse through our site and save products, follow brands or friends, or purchase things, our recommendations engine and machine learning starts adapting the site to your behavior, making sure that all of the products that you find are catered to your taste and style. Furthermore, when you're shopping from Tictail, you're not just buying a product, you're buying into a brand. We're really tapping into the small business movement, making sure that when you buy something from Tictail, you're helping an entrepreneur turn their passion project into their daytime job. For entrepreneurs, there's probably no easier way to start a brand today. In fact, on Tictail, in a few swipes, you have an entire business running and it looks gorgeous. A business that you can manage 100% from your phone, running email campaigns, staying in touch with customers, and of course, managing orders and shipping. In fact, when you start a store on Tictail, you both get featured in our global marketplace that reaches millions of shoppers every month. But if you want to grow your business and take that next step in your trajectory, you can also start an entire customized, completely redesigned online store where all of your products, inventory, and storytelling exists immediately so that you can manage your entire business from one platform. And for the brands that are extra lucky and that happen to be on Tictail, there's a third product that launched last year. In fact, if you happen to be in New York, I invite all of you to come by our first brick and mortar store that you can find in the Lower East Side of New York City. While we started as a Swedish company, today US has become our biggest market. And since January of last year, we now have our first retail store there. So please come by and visit if you happen to be there. Otherwise, visit tictail.com and check out all of the incredible items that are there.
All right. And great job. You did it in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. This is a familiar looking business to me because when I look at the business, I think, okay, I've seen a Squarespace, beautiful web design. They have a little bit of commerce. I've seen Shopify, which has great tools for doing commerce. And then I've seen Etsy, which is a marketplace like an eBay, if you will, of crafts. But this seems to be a little different. This has some flavors of that, but what you have really is a curated marketplace of high designed items, and then giving them all the tools they need for what seems to be an impossibly low price. It almost seems like you can't make money at $9 a month. That just seems too low to me. So I'm curious at why this is priced so cheap. And if you can make money, and how much money you can make if it's priced so cheap. And then I was absolutely fascinated by the fact that you were doing either permanent retail or pop-up retail. I wasn't sure if that was a short-run store experiment or if you plan on having a long-term experiment there. But to me, Tyler, this is a fascinating business when I look at businesses because it has a point of view. It's very easy, as we know, Tyler, when we would go through all of the different people applying for Launch Festival over the years, or when you do Stockholm Tech Fest, I'm sure you're looking at this. A lot of derivative products, huh, Tyler? And when you look at something like this, although it has some elements of a Squarespace, some elements of an Etsy, some components of a Shopify, it feels wholly unique, doesn't it?
The really unique bit and the very Swedish bit of it is that for the store creator, it's in ways, if you look at blogging, in the days of online publishing, you started out with these rather cumbersome, complex, like CMS systems, and they were not usable by moms and dads, right? You had to have some level of tech savvy to use them. And then we got into Blogger, like Ev's first platform, where it was quite simple, and then your average person could use it. Not everybody, but most people. You had to have a little bit of know-how, web sense, and then came Tumblr, and Tumblr made it super, super simple, right? And the same thing happened in e-commerce, where you had Magento. Again, you need to have quite a bit of expertise, and then we got a little bit easier with Shopify. What Tictail really is, to me, is a Tumblr-ish level of simplicity in terms of letting people put their stuff online in a beautiful type of e-commerce environment, super powerful, more or less from your phone. I mean, you get a store up and running from your phone in a beautifully designed shop. To call it Tumblr is a little bit of selling it short. You're making really beautiful store now right from your phone for the most part. So it's that level of simplicity with that level of power. It all seems very simple and elegant when you look at it, but God, that takes a lot of craftsmanship in the background, if you know what I mean.
Carl, tell us, can you make enough money at $9 a month per merchant, a mere $100 a year or so?
I think the more important metric to look at is the 10% capture rate we have in the marketplace. When we think about the extension of also hosting your website on Tictail, we think of that as an incredible opportunity for us to capture more data and to retain our customers even further as they continue to grow. And in fact, the data that we're able to capture in the custom shop business helps us to even further personalize the offering in the marketplace to create more relevant retargeting and CRM. So for us, when we think about the price in the website creator, we can afford to offer it below market because we have the marketplace aspect.
Hey everybody, I'm super excited about our latest partner on This Week in Startups. It's called Cisco Spark. From Cisco, you know Cisco, of course you know Cisco. Cisco Spark is a new meeting platform and a communication platform for teams. And we're using it here at This Week in Startups, and it is life-changing. It can make working together so easy, so pleasant. And in this package, for one low price of free, you get, yes, that's right, free, you get video meetings, team messaging, like chat, you know how that works, digital whiteboarding, I'm going to get into that in a minute, file sharing, and calling. All of this together in one secure app that works on any of your devices, Android, tablet, iPad, iPhone, desktop, you get the idea. And it's the fastest way to host and join meetings, and it works with industry-leading video systems like, yes, the Cisco Spark board. I have the Cisco Spark board, and this is a touch-based, all-in-one device where literally I click and I say, everybody who's in this room, you know, like a chat room, everybody in this Cisco Spark room, I want you to join this video conference. Somebody could be at home, another person could be in a hotel or on the road, on their phone, on the BART. Two people could be in the New York office, two people could be in the San Francisco office. All of a sudden, we're all in one space on the Cisco Spark board with all of our files from that chat room. And we can then pick an image like we did for the launch festival and start drawing on it and saying, hey, let's move these tables here. It is amazing. And the Cisco Spark board comes in 55 inches or 70 inches. It's kind of like an all-in-one touchscreen whiteboard camera with amazing microphones where if you're in the back of the room, it picks you up perfectly. And the video quality, it makes you feel like you're in the same room without having to spend what used to be, I think, $250,000 or $50,000 to outfit a room. You can now do it for low thousands of dollars. It's pretty amazing. I love my Cisco Spark board. And on this very program, This Week in Startups, we're going to start putting Cisco Spark boards in other cities so that entrepreneurs and investors from, say, New York, Los Angeles, maybe London, Berlin, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Seoul, can then video conference into the show, and we can start doing remotes with startups from around the world. How exciting is that? All powered by Cisco Spark and the Cisco Spark board. If you want to see all this exciting stuff and try the software, go to ciscospark.com, ciscospark.com to learn more and sign up for free. Thanks for joining the team, Cisco. Let's get back to this amazing program.